Hey, Edens.
So,
So, how do you view the state of America in 2016?
you know, uh, we're not in a major war. We're not in Vietnam or World War III, four or five, and we're at a place where we're not having massive loss. You know what I mean? We have small conflicts overseas and stuff like that, but nothing major. So I would say that we're in a good place because we're past the recession and people are kind of being able to be who they want to be and live the life that they want to live. So I think we're in a good place. There's always negative points in life, but overall, I think we're okay. Nobody's perfect.
Right. So, what would you say for people who are just graduating college and just with jobs being difficult to find right now? What would you say to someone who's coming into a job market where it's been just tough to find a job and how college was kind of the answer to get a job?
What would I tell somebody? Mm, to not give up. That's the main thing. There's been points in my life where I'm like, man, forget this, and I just act on it. You know what I mean? I'm like, if I'm putting in 100% effort and I'm getting nothing back, you can't you can't do that too much. It wears on you. So I would just tell them, him, her, to keep going, never give up. It's gonna be points in life where you want to, but you gotta keep going. It takes more energy to be lazy than it is to be proactive, productive, whatnot.
Yeah. So, what two things are you most passionate about?
Mm. Books and solitude, but everything in moderation. Too much of anything is bad for
Sure.
you.
So, what about books inspires you?
You can just go off to La La Land. That's and I've been doing it since I was like 5 years old. So that the excitement and the rush doesn't go away. When you read something new, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's really awesome. Makes you sometimes want to, like, maybe I can write my own book, direct my own movie, or something like that. It can excite your creative side. You know what I mean. It takes you wherever it wants to take you. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're reading that person's creative side, and then it sparks your creative side.
Hmm. No, that's awesome. So, if you were to make a book or write a book, what kind of book would you like to write if you were to write one?
It'd be real sci-fi like. Uh, Being that what I see in my dreams, seeing my everyday living, my thought process. I think of some some bizarre stuff. You know what I mean? Not you know in a good way. So that would be, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. Sci-fi is a neat, very diverse genre. So, you mentioned solitude. What about solitude like re-energizes you? It's something that why is that something that's important to you?
Because of the clash. We live in a world of there's so many types of people. You got your 30s people, you got your 20s people, age group 50, age group 80. Um, you have your introverts, extroverts, and we're all just, you know what I mean? So, solitude for me calms me down, makes me not compare myself with other people. Um, it makes me appreciate me, and I don't have to live up to anybody else's expectations.
Yeah.
That can mess with your self-esteem.
Yeah, that's no, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess going back to some of the political topics. So I guess which presidential hopeful do you think will win? Is their party's nomination?
Uh, Hillary Clinton has a big push from women, and she has a diverse support group. It could be her. You know, I'm not psychic. America's a pretty moody country,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
And what do you think about the side of Republican nomination? Of course, Donald Trump has picked up a lot of momentum, but you have a lot of just other candidates that I don't know. People are surprised by Donald Trump's success. Like, why do you think that is?
Mm, Donald Trump's success. I don't know if people are necessarily surprised by his. Well, I don't know. I think I know a little bit of his story. I think he was like a high school dropout, or he wasn't the best in high school, or something like that. And then, he became who he is. I don't know. I think it was something along those lines.
Hmm.
So I think just people are just so used to him. It's his name. They know who he is. That it's kind of hard to miss him. It's kind of like if I'm constantly, you know, like I don't know what he does. He just he's constantly in the media. So I don't know who he's really surprising.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So moving off of politics, if you won the Powerball, what would you do with the winnings and why?
Mm,
It's a tough question.
mm, yeah,
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money. I am a sports fan, and I am a man. I don't know. Maybe like open a sports bar, or maybe. Oh, you know what? I'd probably go into coaching. You know, I and set up my own little gig with that. You know, that's a hidden hidden gift, passion, whatever that I have. Coaching. I've done small things on the side with kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Done some events, but I never uh, took it far. I didn't pursue it. I wish I had, but I didn't.
Okay. I mean, that's you could probably open up several
Yeah.
sports bars and coach many teams with that money. You can help a lot of kids with that money in sports. Um, all right. So if someone could only remember one thing about you, what would that be and why?
They, they can remember what they want to. That's my answer to that. I'm not into caring anymore, deeply like that about what somebody else thinks of me. You know what I mean? That messed with me for a long time.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? People, let me please, let me please, let me please. That takes away from your soul. So whatever they want to remember, whatever they want to remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope it's good. I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
I do bad things sometimes. We all do, but
All right.
overall, I'm proud of myself.
No, I think it's a great perspective. I mean, you mentioned something about just the importance of having self-esteem earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it kind of relates to your answer just now too. I guess like what would you say to someone who does worry about pleasing people or the impression they put on the people around them? Like what would you say to just give them some encouragement in their self-esteem?
You just gotta look deep within yourself, and why are you doing that? Is it did you have a did you grow up in a home where your parents were really big on that? You wanted to, like, I don't know, please your parents so much as a kid, and then you carry that into your 30s and 40s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you just can't let go. You just, I guess, gotta look at the root cause and do a little bit of just inner therapy. I'm not a psychologist, but that's what I'll give you.
Right. That's awesome. All right. So, so in your life, in the life that you've lived, just up until this point, like, do you have any regrets?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do. But I'm not gonna dwell. That you know what I mean. I'm not gonna dwell. That can take you to a dark, dangerous path. So I do have regrets, but I move forward and try to make the best of life, and that's it. Just live the best life that I can. I'm only gonna be, you know, 33 months, 34 months, 35 months until the day I die. So I don't want to be, I don't want to dwell every year of my life. I want to get better or use all the energy and being and makeup that I have for the rest of my life. If I die tomorrow, I used my energy. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's gonna happen. But you know what I mean? I want to use all my energy
Hmm.
and all my talents.
Right.
Run till my legs fall off, work till I pass out. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just to sum it up, I just want to use all my energy and hope for the best at the end of it.
Yeah. All right. So I guess last question. You mentioned using up just all the energy just in your life just to pursue the things that you want to. So, like, what do you think about retirement and this idea that you wait until your 60s, 70s to enjoy yourself? What would you like if you were to retire right now? What would you do and with your time? Let's assume you have retirement money.
Mm-hmm. If I were to retire, is the question, if I were to retire, what would I do right now?
Yes.
I guess just go on like a safari of sorts and just go to all the countries that I haven't been to. I've been to a couple.
Travel the world.
Yeah, I've been to Japan, Australia, um, what's the other one I've been to? Hawaii, Philippines, Egypt. Um, I think that's about it. But if I would go beyond that. Sweden, I haven't been there. I would go to um, Denmark. I would go to, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a big world.
It is a very big world. All right. Well, I think that is it for our questions today. Thanks for your answers, Edens.